The topics we discuss are many.
No story too bold to talk about.
Strictly our own opinions.
But they are opinions from people like you.
Welcome to the NAKE'd podcast. Zorak, one more commandment out of you and thou shalt be blasted. Hey guys, it's Norma.
Yes, I'm still fucking here. I want to continue watching. It's your DM Tech Guy Alan.
Help, help, I'm being repressed. It's Ethan.
I'm so happy. Hey guys, it's Keelan.
Why are you happy?
Hey.
Because I finally have HBO Max.
Woo!
Yay.
Woo!
Dude, and speaking of, yes, I'm still watching, we haven't found HBO Max's limit for that.
Oh, so it just keeps playing like Hulu?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went for 10 hours. It didn't stop.
Well, we switched TVs like twice.
Nice.
But still, that's like 3 hours.
So to quote Mean Girls, the limit does not exist. I've been waiting my whole life for this. I'm done.
So what have you guys been watching?
A lot of Big Bang Theory, because originally we had been watching it on the VPN, and so now we've kind of picked up where we've left off. I think we just started season 8, which is exciting for me because I haven't been able to watch each episode. I didn't have cable when all of these were coming out, so I never got to see them.
I never got to see the part where Sheldon and Amy have sex.
I don't.
Does that ever happen? I know that she rubs his chest.
Yeah,
gets
they
pregnant,
get married
doesn't
by the end of it, I thought.
Yeah, I knew about that.
I didn't know about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Spoilers.
Spoilers, Keelan.
To
Oh,
avoid
well, it's been
spoilers.
out. Yeah. They had flip phones in the show. You've had enough time. All right.
They have iPhones
Ouch.
But if they have flip phones in the show, you've had enough time.
When did that show come out?
2005? 2007? No, it's after that.
now. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It started around that time.
I didn't realize I was that old.
I remember when I moved up here, I didn't have internet at first, so I would binge watch Big Bang Theory because I had it on DVD.
Oh.
Yeah. So I only saw the first 4 seasons.
The show that never fits its time frame is How I Met Your Mother. Like, every time I see this, I was like, oh, this show just went off the air. And then you're like, oh, shit, this show went off the air in, 2011.
No, it went off the air in 2013, 2014.
It started in 2005. It has 7 seasons.
Yeah, 2014. They had to go through a break period there.
Yeah.
I think. I remember seeing the last season and just thinking
2014.
thinking it was bullshit.
I never watched How I Met Your Mother from start to finish, but I have seen enough episodes to piece together the storyline.
Just the last episode is trash.
Oh, I was so fucking pissed off. My dad, who only watched it every once in a while, right? And I watched it, and when that season was coming out, I was watching it, and then that ending happens, and he called that ending in the 3rd season.
Yeah.
He legit called it word for. I was like, oh my god, fuck you.
I was pissed. I was actually I'm wrong. I wasn't pissed. I was furious.
So is How I Met Your Mother on HBO Max?
No, but I think it is on Netflix or Hulu. It's on one of those because we recently went through and watched it. And then Big Bang actually started in 2007 and ended in 2019. So only stopped last year.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, then I take it
Damn,
back.
really?
You didn't have enough time. I thought it.
Court is adjourned. Bring in the dancing lobsters.
Right. I thought that it ended long time, or I would say 2016 or so. That's weird.
That is weird. So have you guys just gone through and see what's on there and add everything that you want to watch to your list?
I went through and pretty much started an episode of everything I'm gonna watch.
Yeah.
I did that episode bouncing around.
The first day we were able to log in at work, I just kind of went through, clicked on everything to watch, so it was there. We could find it easier. What do you guys have in your watch list?
Space Force Coast to Coast.
Yeah, Space Ghost Coast to Coast. I mean, that was such a throwback to me, and it's so old. I didn't realize. I think it started in 1995, and You know, like we were just little 90s babies, like true babies at that point. But we have like a whole bunch of things. Like Alan's never seen Fresh Prince of BelAir. We watched a couple episodes of that, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, this is really funny." And I'm like, "Yeah, it is. It's Fresh Prince."
It's super relatable to the times.
It is.
I was gonna say, can you guys? So relevant to today too.
What was that last part?
Like I was gonna say, can you guys believe how relevant it is to today?
Oh yeah,
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I almost tweeted the other day, and you can edit this out if you want to. I almost tweeted, some of y'all have never seen Fresh Prince of BelAir, and it shows.
And it shows.
Yeah. Why isn't Will Smith stepping up to be the Uncle Phil of everything right now when we need him the most?
Everybody needs an Uncle Phil in their life.
Mm-hmm.
He passed away not too long ago either, right?
Yeah,
like
I think 2018. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember when it happened, Will Smith put that picture out, and he looked just like him.
Yeah.
You know, Uncle Phil looks a lot like my brother. Like,
Yeah,
on
I've always thought
on
that.
the
Yeah.
Really? On the YouTube episode, I'm gonna give you a picture of my brother, and like, can you put a picture of Uncle Phil next to it?
Heck yeah.
Oh, another thing that's in my list that is like I'm super excited to watch again because I haven't seen it in years is Animatrix.
I know.
I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Yeah, I tried to get Keelan to we talked about it, but she wasn't too interested in it.
Which one was Animatrix?
It is so good. It is
The
so
animated
good.
Matrix
The
movie.
episode, there's an episode about like the robot like uprising and how like shitty humans were, which is also like relevant to today. And it's just the artwork in every episode's different. Like what's that show on Netflix that's similar?
Love, Death, Robots.
Yeah, Love, Death, and Robots. Yeah, that one's similar to Animatrix, but Animatrix is way better.
I've only ever seen a couple of episodes of Animatrix. I'm excited to actually watch a few. I've only caught in like clips.
It's good. Something for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
We've been watching a lot of Teen Titans.
Go.
No go.
No go.
The OG Teen Titans.
Yeah. The real nitty gritty ones.
Keelan's starting
I
to
love Beast
understand
Boy.
some of the lore and backstory and what actually goes on.
Well, and it was really cool too
Oh my
because he
God.
was, we're sitting there watching it and he's like, "Oh, this is how these two characters relate, and this is the build up to actually this moment and what should happen after this," and kind of went on and on. I'm like, "Oh wow, that's really cool." And then to actually watch the show play out how it was supposed to and how it was intended was pretty amazing.
Yeah, she has to watch Young Justice next.
Oh my god. I was so upset when they canceled Young Justice. Do you know where they canceled it?
Yeah, well, they brought it back and finished it, but
That's good. In case Keelan didn't know, they canceled it because they wanted to get male viewers, but instead they got female viewers. And like, fuck this.
Oh,
Yeah.
boo hoo.
Yeah, that was the whole purpose.
yeah, Young Justice was. I did feel like it was more of like everybody was like kind of romantically involved in some way, and they had more of relationship issues on top of being superheroes.
They also had really intimate friendship issues as well, especially with Red Tornado. Like that was the first pivotal point where it actually kind of depicted how the rest of the show would go, and I loved it. I loved the series. I'm glad they brought it back. I didn't know they brought it back.
So a lot of things that I have on my HBO Max list are like actually like older movies or older shows like Dexter's Laboratory and The Amazing World of Gumball. I love Gumball. I mean it was like after my time of loving cartoons, but I watched it with the kids and I love Gumball. It's so funny.
I would say
It's really
the
funny.
Gumball era, Adventure Time is my go-to out of all of them.
Yeah, Adventure Time.
But one that I've been dying to watch is Flapjack. The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack.
That's on Hulu.
Yeah.
I was watching it with Edos. I love like being able to watch these cartoons with Edos because he's like, I don't want to watch that. But we got him watching Avatar and he loves it. He wants Avatar books. I got him watching Powerpuff Girls, which he actually likes. Mojo Jojo, hello.
Wait, the original or the woke one?
No, the
Original.
original one.
What kind of
'Cause I don't
parents do you
think the
think we
original
are?
one would like fly by today's standards with like him. And
The devil.
Well, in the new one, I remember the new one got into a lot of trouble because they were twerking on it. Like the Powerpuff Girls were twerking.
They also got in a lot of heat with the original Powerpuff Girls fandom because they didn't want to use the original voice actors.
Yeah.
And that bothered me a lot. Why would you not bring the iconic voice actors? Just makes no sense.
Because you can hire new people cheaper.
Yeah. My gripe with HBO Max is that they didn't settle their shit with Fire TV and Roku before they launched. Like, we can't we have HBO Now, which is what Max is, what it is. But they didn't figure that out. So we had to download the app on the Xbox so we can watch it upstairs, which is fine. Mm-hmm. But like when we're downstairs and like today, I had today off. I wanted to watch a little bit of TV and wasn't able to like watch HBO Max, even though I have so many things in my list. I ended up watching Supernatural on Netflix for like the gazillionth time.
Yeah, that's been the annoying thing about it. Because like in the living room and bedroom, we have a Samsung TV. And in the bedroom, it's a newer one. The living room's an old school one. But like the new one or the old TV only has HBO Now on it.
Go.
Or HBO Go. And the one in the bedroom has HBO Max in it. So it's like either we have to watch it. Like we can only watch it in the bedroom now.
Yeah,
that
that's
sucks.
annoying.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's nice to always be in your bedroom, especially now during, like, quarantine and whatnot. Like, I changed from my morning pajamas to my evening pajamas after I showered, but sometimes you don't just...
Hey, can't we all agree quarantine's over?
No. Quarantine's not over. My PJs say otherwise.
Alan still work from home life right now, so he's like, I'm still in quarantine. Oh, they have all the Die Hards on HBO Max, too.
Are we going to finally watch Die Hard 4?
All of them.
Okay.
Don't you mean... What was the fourth one? That was the one where they came back, right?
Die Hard or Trying.
There you go.
Die Hard with a Vengeance. Yeah.
That's my girl.
I only remember one of them because I saw
Die Hard.
What was it? Die Hard or...
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Mother Buckets.
Nope.
Die Hard 2, Die Harder, and then Die Hard with a Vengeance.
And then you got...
I saw that one.
Then you have I'm too old for this shit.
Is there any Steven Seagal movies on HBO Max? Because I would be interested.
I do not know.
I don't know.
I've been like on an action movie kick the last couple of weeks.
There you go.
Yeah, we got to find out who is streaming. God damn it! What's the name of that movie? I remembered it the other day too, but it's Michelle Pfeiffer and what was that other chick's name from Devil Wears
Seth Rogen?
Devil Wears Prada?
No, what?
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep.
Michelle Pfeiffer, Meryl Streep.
Oh, Till Death Do Us Part.
I haven't seen that one.
I've never seen it.
I'm so old.
We were playing the movie game and I lost a lot.
What's the movie game?
So somebody names an actor, the other person names a movie that they've been in. The other person will name an actor that's been in that movie, and then so forth and so forth. It kind of sucks with two players because one person has actors and one person has movies. Odd numbers are usually best if you want to name movies and actors.
So if I say Caddyshack.
Robin Williams. Oh, wait. No, I'm thinking about The Birdhouse. Just kidding.
Robin Williams.
Why with Caddyshack am I thinking Sean Penn?
What?
No.
I quit this game already. Y'all all disappointed me so
sorry.
greatly. Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase. Yeah. National Lampoon Family Vacation.
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
Bill fucking Murray. Zombieland.
Yeah. Alan gets the game.
I do. Holy shit.
Emma Stone.
Easy A. I said first.
What is the name of the
not.
bald guy? What's the name of her dad?
The bald guy in Easy A.
Yes.
He's also in Hunger Games.
Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Fuck.
I got you guys.
Oh my god.
IMDb. Stanley Tucci.
Stanley Tucci.
I was gonna say Woody Harrelson. Like, fuck, he's in all those movies too.
That's not it.
There is a movie.
Shit, he is.
That's like I was like bald guy from Zombieland. Okay, with all the movies, you think
bald
Woody
guy from
Harrelson?
EZA.
Huh?
Bald guy from EZA.
Yeah. Oh.
What? You're adopted? Who told you?
Who told you? I forgot about that. What was that song that she was singing every single time she opened the stupid card?
I got a pocket full of sunshine. I gotta let I know that it's all mine now. So back to HBO.
Oh.
So by far, the thing that I'm probably most looking forward to watching on HBO Max right now is Aquateen Hunger Force.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the one thing Keelan doesn't
I'll watch
wanna
it with you, like I said. Oh, so when we started exploring HBO Max, I saw that Space Ghost was on there, so we watched like the first 2 episodes. I don't remember who was in the first one, but we ended up watching not the second episode in the entire series, but we ended up watching the one where they introduced Aquateen Hunger Force with Willie Nelson on it.
I'm so glad they changed
Shake?
Shake's like whole attitude, because he was hella annoyed in Space Ghost.
Yeah, he was an asshole. Also, they changed Frylock's attitude too. He had, like, in that show, he kind of went along with everyone else, as we're in Aquateen Hunger Force, he's kind of like the father figure. Like, tries to keep balance and order, and Shake's kind of like a fuck all kind of guy. And Meat was just there.
I remember, growing up and watching Aquateen Hunger Force, late at night, and Space Ghost Coast to Coast, and I did not like them. There was nothing about it that I could personally connect to, or that I at that time thought funny, because a lot of this time also was like during, I guess, my middle school period. And I remember boys in my class loved Aquateen Hunger Force, and I just thought they were like the stupidest people.
They are pretty dumb.
But I mean, that humor's just not for me, and that's fine.
It's like Jackass.
I will love to watch y'all stream it for y'all's comments. Yeah, I'd watch y'all stream it just to hear y'all's comments.
Like, honestly, Aquateen Hunger Force can be easily compared to Jackass. It's stupid to watch, but there's a market for it.
I mean, I really don't see how it's different than like Rick and Morty. Like Rick and Morty, like the plot points are kind of like, extreme and like, just out there, and it's a humor that's acquired, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But nothing's gonna take you back to feel that way you did when you watched Jackass, and then the Tom Green Show, and then Aquateen
And the
Hunger
Bam and Jerry
Force,
show.
and then you would finish it off with like Cowboy Bebop or something.
Yeah. That was the anime that made, like, other than Dragon Ball Z. Like, Dragon Ball Z was my adolescence anime. Cowboy Bebop introduced me to more. Like, that introduced me to Trigun.
The theme song of Cowboy Bebop is amazing.
Fuck yeah.
It's iconic. It really is.
Super jazzy. Very space cowboy.
So we have an agreement that I'll watch Cowboy Bebop if he watches Sailor Moon, and we watch episode for episode.
Win.
Wait a minute.
And we watched a couple episodes of Sailor Moon the other day, if I remember.
I was watching a couple episodes of Sailor Moon Crystal.
And I was laying there next to you, so I guess that counts, huh?
That does not count, because you came into the room where I was.
Keelan,
And it wasn't even the show you're supposed to be watching.
I have a very serious question. Which Sailor Moon are you doing? Are you doing the OG
She said
80?
Crystal. Sailor Moon Crystal.
Crystal?
Sailor Mars. I make her dress up as Sailor Mars.
So I'm having him watch the Sailor Moon originals, subtitled, and then I'm trying to watch Sailor Moon Crystal, but I'm watching it dubbed, because... No, I think I'm watching it subbed.
So, I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but all I ever did was watch animes on TV, like Cartoon Network or in Spanish, and they were always dubbed. They were never subbed. So, I'm sorry.
Sub is superior. Except for
Dragon Ball Z.
in Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
No, Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball, you can't beat it. Like, Goku is a total different person in Japanese anime than he is in the American version.
Yeah, that is true. I just...
He's such an asshole in Japanese.
But I I understand where you're coming from. I really do. And, one day I'll dedicate time to watching the subbed version when I buy all the Blu-rays to be able to watch, because you can't stream that shit anywhere other than Funimation. But eventually I will watch it subbed, but I need to watch it dubbed first. It's just, it's a personal preference, and I know that it's a really wrong opinion. And I understand that I'm wrong.
Before you at me, let me just make it very clear.
Don't at me. I know I'm wrong.
That's like I was watching Dragon Ball Super up into the Tournament of Power, and they didn't have that in English, so it was either watch it subbed or don't watch it at all.
I get you. I still need to buy the new movie, though. That's the one thing I haven't done. The new Broly movie.
It's awesome.
This isn't HBO Max related, but it did remind me when we were talking about Stanley Tucci and Hunger Games. Keelan, have you started the new Suzanne Collins book yet?
No, I haven't. I didn't know she had released one.
Yeah, that's one I showed you the other day. The green neck cover one. And you're like, oh yeah, that's like the same person. I almost bought it for you today too.
So, what is it called? Hold on. Oh, I got it right here. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Oh.
It's
a prequel to the Hunger Games trilogy.
Is it like the first one?
No.
No, it needs to talk about District 13 or I'm not interested.
Oh.
It's like 100 years, I think, or 100 or so years, something like that, after the war.
Before.
Or after the war, Not the Hunger Games war.
Well,
it's like one of the first 20 Hunger Games, I think it follows.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the Mockingjay takes place 100 years after the war, right? Because
you're right.
They did the Hunger Game to commemorate the capital winning, and then they did the Quarter Quills, and that was the
third.
You're right.
75 years.
I just looked it up. It's the 10th Hunger Game. My bad. I haven't read it yet, guys.
Yeah, I knew it was one of the first Hunger Games. No, I'm totally excited for that. And then did you buy it or is it on Kindle?
I bought it. I had pre-ordered it like right when I found out that it was going to be a thing. So I downloaded, which is really convenient for Kindle. But since you have library apps with school, you could probably like rent it from your library.
Oh, definitely. I'm going to look at, my school's library. I'm going to look at our public library, which I download ebooks from all the time. Houston has opened their digital library for free, as long as you live in the state of Texas.
That is cool.
So one of them's about to have the e-version, or at least I can put myself on a waiting list for it.
Nerds.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, not everybody has HBO Max, right? Like, even though they have a good deal right now, you educate your mind a little bit. Read.
Yeah.
No, it's actually nice to know that there is some free resources in our local communities to help.
Oh, definitely. And I think that's like what one of the biggest things going through school has really shown me is how many free resources there really are. And the majority of those actually start at your local library. I mean, there are libraries that don't just interloan books. They interloan ebooks. They interloan movies. They have kids areas. Some let you actually check out kids' toys. Or maybe, like we just started the garden, some of them have gardening supplies that you can rent and check out and take home and use. Some have heavy machinery, chainsaws. And then some have stuff like knitting or crocheting if you want to take a sewing machine home so that you can do something.
Or 3D printers.
I think that this really goes to show you like how disconnected I personally like I am from the community, because like a lot of people don't even know these resources. And I mean, like Ethan had sent us a video earlier that was really, I just never thought about it this way, about how local news does the legwork for these major news corporations, and that's our community. Like these are the stations that expose certain things and do the legwork, the investigative journalism, true journalism, and we kind of sideline that for something bigger. So I think something quicker
and flashier.
That's off topic. That'll have to be a future episode, but that was a sneak peek.
So after having HBO Max for almost 2 weeks now, at first I really loved watching like the Fresh Prince and Big Bang's theme songs, but now I'm over it and I need a skip intro
That should be a
button.
requirement for every fucking streaming service out there. whatever genius came up with that at Netflix, I hope they got a big fucking fat raise.
Or became like head developer
Hell
or something.
Yeah,
Shit.
I think that's been the big issue with HBO Max in the version of using it, is that there's a lot of user-friendly items like the skip intro or the episode stopping that we've become accustomed to in other services that they're not offering. And I think there's some room for improvement in that.
Well, and it's like with Disney Plus, they didn't offer the skip intro at first. It took them, I think, maybe 3 weeks. So we'll
And
see
people
how long it takes
bullying them
HBO
online.
Max.
It took them even longer to get their continue watching segment fixed, and like the first month we didn't even have a watch list, so we got a lot more from HBO Max than we did with the Disney Plus release.
Yeah, I just think like if you launch a streaming service, which HBO already had a streaming service, what your competition's like. Why don't you incorporate these things unless those things are patented? I don't know if that could be.
That's what I might have thought, but then again, it's like Hulu has it, Netflix has it, Disney Plus has it. There has to be something available for like common use, you know?
Yeah.
So
And you would think with HBO already having 2 other apps, this app would just be a better expansion, not a rebuilding.
Yeah.
So at first I thought it was like a new app, but it's interesting how HBO Max absorbed HBO Now, and going back to the skip intro functionality, coming from a programming background, because I've done it for a minute, I think it's totally feasible for everyone to have their own skip intro button, as long as no one steals from someone else's code. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I see it as, like the X button on to X out,
Yeah.
Like every program has it, so there has to be some common use item like that.
Mm-hmm. I definitely agree. It depends on how they build it. I think that's ultimately what it comes down to. And maybe HBO's trying to get that figured out. And I do hope they figure it out.
Well, I hope they figure out how to get it on Fire TV and Roku before that. Like,
Yeah.
let us watch it. It's a service we're paying for. I was looking on Twitter, like when HBO Max launched, and I mean, sorry, this is my gripe. This is my soapbox rant. I was looking on Twitter, and so many people were like, "What the fuck? I can't download this on like any of my devices. Like, I have to watch it on my phone." And I was like, "Yeah, it's shitty. It's like not thought out well at all."
What a first world problem.
It is a very first world problem.
Help, I'm being repressed.
I didn't vote for him.
And on that note,
Well, that wraps up another great episode. Thanks for joining us. Find our memes and other great content on Twitter and Instagram at OG_the Naked Pod.
run over to our website, officialmillennials.com, and you'll find our wonderful blog, some notes here and there from others, and a link to our Patreon, where for $1 you become a patron.
What do we get out of the $1 patron?
All of Alan's love and respect.
I'm okay with that.
And
As
a
long as
handwritten note.
No handwritten note. My handwriting's shitty. While you're on the internet, definitely hop over to our Twitch and Mixer channels. On Twitch, we're Official Millennials. On Mixer, we're Official Mills. We will be trying to do some streaming this summer, so definitely check that out. Maybe we'll have a live show, and I will be doing streaming Mondays and Thursdays over at Mixer and Twitch. My handle is PeachZ90.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you can find all of our episodes with a little extra fun mixed in. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, we love you.
This is an Official Millennials production.